Hey everyone, it's Kerry. It's Thursday. It's the Thursday right before Memorial Day, so we've taken off a couple of days. But we're about to put out a piece of content. It's going to go out next week. And the content's really evolving around or building up to, does your BSA officer know how to communicate with the CEO? Many times what we find is that the answer is no. And the answer is no because it's just a fundamental difference in the way these two individuals think. The CEO thinks at a very macro level. They think strategy, they think vision. More than likely, they don't have much an appreciation for BSA compliance specifically. They understand it under the umbrella of risk in general, but they've got a lot of balls in the air and they have a lot of things that they are trying to manage. From a BSA officer's perspective, they think at a micro level. Their job is to think and live and breathe in the details of the regulation and make sure that the regulation and the bank is compliant with the regulation. So it's not the CEO's job to get down to the micro level of the details of the regulation. That's not the CEO's job. The BSA officer's job is to communicate in a way that's effective to the CEO. So here's how to do it. We're going to be putting out a deck and some conversation about that. But some couple of key takeaways are BSA officers, you need to find a way to introduce yourself into the topic of target customers and the benefits of what BSA can offer, the information that you gather. What are the benefits that you can offer to that target customer group? There's critical information that you gather. You need to be able to share that with your CIO so that you can deploy that information through other areas of the organization. You need to be having conversations with with the marketing officer to talk about what are we going to do with this additional information? What can we learn about it? And how can we make our organization better and sell better based on the tendencies that we've understood about this customer? There's a lot of analytics that you can take away from this. Another thing is you need to make sure that you're quantifying the cost of those customers who are non-target. So what you want to do is communicate to the CEO at a very macro level. Here is the cost of compliance for non-target customers. And the reason that is important is because we are taking on an additional burden to non-core customers. They're not part of the growth trajectory of the bank and of the strategy. And so we just really think this is a really important conversation. BSA officers need the confidence to communicate with the CEO. We've got some tips on how to do that, so we're going to share that with you next week. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for watching. We're going to continue to add value. And if you hadn't checked it out, check out the implementation roadmap. It's the CDD rule implementation roadmap with recommended projects. We have videos, we have research, and we have project plans for you to communicate to your CEO and your board about what's coming and the decisions that they are going to have to make. Thanks, everyone.